Pete Davidson and Elsie Hewitt just turned one of the biggest milestones of their lives into a magical, bunny-themed celebration, their baby shower, and it was everything fans could hope for. Love, laughter, tears, tenderness, reflection, and real talk about what's coming next for a couple whose journey has been anything but simple. From the very start of the day, the energy was warm and buzzing, the kind of atmosphere where joy floats in the air, carried by soft pastel colors and the anticipation of new life. Friends, their closest circle, and people who have watched their relationship deepen over time gathered together, filling the room with hugs, shared memories, and heartfelt excitement. The space itself was a piece of art. Balloon arches and warm creams, dusty pinks and gentle browns created a whimsical backdrop. Baby bunny accents peeked out from tables and corners, gift bags, diapers, tiny baby outfits, and handwritten notes filled every surface. And then there was the cake, a three-tiered masterpiece dripping in gold and white frosting, dressed with fresh flowers and crowned with a delicate stuffed bunny, a symbol not just of cuteness, but of softness, hope, and the new chapter awaiting them. Guests didn't simply stand around watching. They played, laughed, competed, and connected. One of the standout highlights of the event was the Diaper the Teddy Bear Challenge, where stuffed teddy bears sat lined up like tiny recruits waiting for their first lesson in baby care. Guests raced each other, fumbling with diaper tabs, fixing crooked wraps, and laughing so hard the room echoed with warmth. And somewhere in the middle of the joy, Elsie turned toward Pete, and in that exact moment, he pulled her in for a tender, passionate kiss. It was intimate, unposed, real, the kind of moment that freezes time for a heartbeat. A soon-to-be mom glowing through the pain she's quietly carried, and a soon-to-be dad who looks at her like the entire world is in front of him. Later, Elsie posted a series of photos and videos from the shower, captioning them, "Sweetest, specialist day, filled with love and cake and diapers and friends and hugs and bagels and gifts for my little bunny on the way." Those words weren't written for attention. They reflected exactly what she radiated that day: happiness, nerves, gratitude, and a soft hopefulness that comes when life gives you something you once feared you might never have. And for Elsie, that fear had been real. Because behind the glow, behind the gorgeous decorations, behind the smiles seen in photos, there's the truth of her journey. Not long ago, Elsie opened up honestly about how brutal this pregnancy has been for her. She lives with Hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, HEDS, a connective tissue disorder that turns even regular movement into a challenge, and pregnancy amplifies that pain in ways most people can't imagine. She revealed she's been in absolute agony pretty much 24/7, describing mornings where every step feels like something inside her body is fighting against itself. She's tried everything: physical therapy sessions designed to ease joint stress, stretching routines meant to loosen what feels impossibly tight, acupuncture to calm the nerves firing endlessly, even steroid injections hoping to reduce the intensity. Still, some days she could barely walk. And when she finally shared this publicly, her vulnerability moved thousands. People responded with their own stories, their own struggles, their own messages of strength and support. They told her she wasn't alone, praised her for raising awareness, reminded her that pregnancy is not a one-size-fits-all fairy tale. Many said they wish celebrities spoke more openly about the hard parts, because so many go through the same suffering in silence. But despite the pain, physical, emotional, psychological, Elsie has approached this chapter with courage. And that courage is rooted in everything she's been through before. She has spoken openly about her battles with endometriosis, a condition that stole years of her comfort and health, forcing her into surgery and leaving her with fears about her fertility. She had believed at one point that motherhood might forever remain out of reach. Yet now, as she stands surrounded by teddy bears, baby blankets, and tiny diapers, holding a round belly containing the miracle she wasn't sure she'd ever have, the shadows of her past seem to soften, replaced with gratitude for what is possible. And through all of this stands Pete, the partner who, in his own way, has always worn his heart on his sleeve. When Elsie announced her pregnancy months ago, with a cheeky caption and ultrasound photos, Pete confirmed publicly that this would be his first child, and his excitement was palpable. He has spoken casually yet sincerely throughout his career about wanting to be a dad someday, wanting to build a family of his own. Now that the moment is real, people close to him say he has thrown himself into the role even before the baby arrives. He attends appointments, helps Elsie through her painful days, picks out baby clothes with delight, and is hands-on with nursery planning. Becoming a father, he said privately, gives his life a deeper purpose. It's grounding him, stabilizing him, giving him something to look forward to that feels bigger than the spotlight he's lived under for so long. And their bond? Those around them say it's grown immensely. Their relationship isn't built on Hollywood glitz or shallow intention. It's built on navigating real challenges, supporting each other in vulnerable moments, and choosing each other even when things get complicated. Some of their friends believe this baby might push them toward deeper commitments, possibly engagement, possibly building a family home together, possibly a long-term vision they weren't sure they were ready to plan before. Whatever direction they choose next, one thing seems clear. They are dedicated to building a loving, supportive environment for their child. Looking at the broader picture, this baby shower wasn't just a party. It was a statement, the celebration of resilience, love, survival, and hope. It captured what fans truly love about watching celebrities grow. Not the fame, not the scandals, but the human stories. Two people under intense public attention, facing pain, facing fear, facing judgment, yet still finding a way to celebrate the soft, beautiful moments life gives. Their baby shower, the balloons, the cake, the laughs, the kiss, symbolize the hope that even after the hardest chapters, joy can still bloom. As the hours passed at the celebration, guests shared stories about the couple, reflected on how far they had come, and toasted to the future. Some mentioned Pete's transformation, how he seems calmer, more mature, more grounded. Others spoke of Elsie's strength, how she balances vulnerability with resilience in a way that inspires those around her. And as the night wound down, the couple held hands, soaking in every second of a day they knew they would remember forever. The more people learn about this moment, the more they see that this isn't the end of a story, but the beginning of a new era for Pete and Elsie. A baby on the way, a home being built, a family starting, milestones that change everything, moments that define people, moments that challenge them, moments that shape their future.